We live in a constant dance of embracing and letting all go, as it is by emptying ourselves at every moment of what seemed to be ours in the previous one, that allows the new to enter. At this month, it is important that since the doorway opened by the new moon in Aquarius, we align ourselves with this pure abundant influx that will continue with the coming series of eclipses. It is indeed a time to create, but it is also a time to free ourselves from old attachments, and we cannot do so if first we have not taken the time to fully embody all the inner revelations and clarity that will make us discern about what it is that should be dismissed of our current path. As ascending souls, we are constantly choosing between different realities, deciding which one will benefit most to our true soul path and therefore doing what is necessary to anchor all of our inner visions in the physical. And this is why it is important not to only focus on the external and into our human tendency to simply create things in the physical, but also into moving within to envision the next steps of our journey from a higher place of wisdom and love to all. The message of culmination, of releasing the old and finally cross into the other side of the bridge, welcoming a new way to live, will be reinforced during all this new year by different sources, but as the truth is only one, all of them will lead us to the same message, dissolving old ways of being and living that were just making us repeating the same old patterns and start anew. This message is also confirmed by the new Chinese year of the monkey, as well as by the 9 frequency that this whole year holds. Remember, even if we, as humans, tend to create different dates for a new year to begin, every moment is new and possesses infinite possibilities and miracles, and in the end, the truth is that there is only this now moment to be embraced and lived. As the creators and magicians that we are, we see beyond human veils, and we know that when we identify ourselves with a certain archetype or label, we limit ourselves, losing our freedom, and allowing external forces to control who we are or what we do, as we choose to enslave ourselves to fixed roles and old ways of doing things that impede our being to be in its natural state of flow and receptivity. This is why at this moment, is pivotal that you ask yourself if at the same time that you are focusing your intention on creating something new, you too are on releasing all the old versions of you that identify yourself with a certain aspect of who you used to be. Remember that you are new, pure, and wiser at every moment, or if you are yet choosing to remain attached to what is not real and hence is preventing you from creating the reality that is growing deep within your being but that is not yet reflected in your physical plane due to the fact that you are still holding on to the old. Every time you focus your attention on an old feeling or thought, you are activating this same old frequency and recreating the same old outcomes that are no longer one with who you are now. And this is what keeps you from living in the moment and embracing higher essences of your soul. It is not possible to be fully anchored in the new, while you still try to hold the remains of your old reality. It is not even about trying, it is not about chasing old dreams that are not meant to be just because your human being resists to get rid of the old. It is about releasing, emptying yourself and anchoring this new frequency without looking back. You do not have to try. You just have to do it with a pure intention and with the inner knowing that the divine is guiding you at every single step of your unique and precious path. We all desire to create and manifest in the physical, and this is perfectly understandable, as we came here to master the art of consciously co-creating in this dense plane as well as to keep expanding ourselves within the wisdom that other realms within creation of existence offer us. But sometimes, what is important is not precisely what we desire to manifest, but to take the time to integrate all this cosmic knowledge that we are remembering now and in what way can we direct it to assist all, before we could really keep giving birth to new creations. The most important is not just to be constantly manifesting new beginnings and the material things we desire, as despite our human illusion of a permanent reality, we are always new at every single moment, and our creations, even if similar to our human perception, are never the same. What truly makes a difference in our unique experience and being, is how we shift from within as we keep embodying higher essences of our true self and aspects of the truth. This is what makes the outer change, this is what makes everything new, not external forces, not others, not our visions, but the inner essence of who we are that creates worlds, and this is where we also should focus our attention before becoming too eager to bring our desires into the physical. During this month, we are being invited to realize that life is a constant dance between ascending and descending, as we are forever moving from within to without to just begin this eternal swing of opposites again, and it is our inner work to descend our higher essence into our physical vehicle so our human self can be illuminated by it, and not the other way around. Both are necessary and equals, as there is no separation between what we consider material and what is ethereal but the one we tend to create. The unification of both is what we are going to be mastering during this month of February and as we step into the month of March, passing from manifesting and anchor your soul visions in the physical to travel between worlds in order to remembrance our union with our cosmic essence. As always, the universe have a perfect time for all, and if we learn how to dance within its macro rhythms at the same time that we also flow with our micro ones, we will master the art of consciously co-creating in the physical. As we never create on our own, we all manifest in cooperation to all beings/forms of consciousness within creation. By now, we are just asked to balance both sides of us, and at the same time that we enjoy the delight all we are creating, take some time as well to fully integrate all that we are receiving and experiencing. The cosmos sends us the same message of freeing ourselves from a mental and emotional plane of old attachments and secure our inner creations in the physical with the winged messenger, Mercury, moving from Capricorn into Aquarius on February 13th, together with Venus that will do the same a few days later on February 16th. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn invited us to evaluate our earthly creations, as well as to take some time to move inward and to examine what aspects of ourselves were not aligned with our natural state of abundance and love in which we are supposed to live. When Mercury will be in the air sign of Aquarius, it will provide us with new and wonderful insights that we could use to improve our new projects in the physical or simply keep sharing our soul gifts from a total place of clarity and freedom into a new and totally different way. Mercury will also assist us in creating a better communication towards the self and others, as communication always begins within our own beings and the way we talk to ourselves. So this is an opportunity to dive deep into our mental plane and dissolve more old patterns of thoughts, realizing with clarity what is impeding us a major growth because we are still too attached to what no longer is serving our new life and soul desires. On February 16th, Venus, the planet of love and abundance, will also be moving from Capricorn into Aquarius as well. While Venus was in Capricorn, reminded us to create stability into our earthly lives and relationships, as establishing strong pillars in our divine reunions in the new based on integrity and equality, is essential to create authentic relationships, so they can flourish. With Venus in Aquarius, we are going to feel free to love, free to go into the direction of our true feelings without judging ourselves if we have to leave behind old companions or situations. And we are also going to pass from taking life so seriously to also enjoy life in a more relaxed and joyful way. Remember that our true natural state of being is one of pure bliss. For the mere joy of being alive at this wonderful time, we need no outer person or experience to activate this feeling of joy and wholeness within, as this is who we truly are in essence. Remember, beloveds, there is a time to ascend and manifest and a time to move within and descend/integrate all the new wisdom we have regained through the embodiment of the new energies as well as by soul remembrance. Honor your micro-own cycles, no matter what you may observe in the outer, your ascension path is unkaiyu and so are you, and remember that the best guidance that can truly inform you of what it is time for you to do, is your inner and precious one. Always in the love that we/all are and in the truth of unity.